Welcome back to the forest, episode 3. Hopefully, this time with the game sound as well. I try to make sure that the mistake from last time will not happen again. But that aside, welcome back. Right now, it is day 10 in the forest. If I'm not wrong. Yes, survived for 10 days. It is day number 10, and I have done some farming and some changes and started building a base. And first things first, let's do a short recap. Last time we laid our hands on the modern axe, as you see here. Great to chop down trees, beautiful to have. Very glad thing to have required. We farmed quite a lot of lizards and rabbits and got our stick bag and rock bag together and our rabbit fur boots. We're lacking a bit of rope, but we have plenty of cloth to compensate for that if we really have to. So I'm going to take some food with us. The water skin has also been made and now filled because we finally had some rain during the farming time. And I can fill up on sticks a bit as well. And then we're going to head up to the new base. You can already see from here that it looks a lot sturdier than it did last time. That the blueprint I pulled, I deleted that one and I pulled it back a bit more. But that's all stuff I'm going to show you now. So I hope nothing bad happens on our way up. I didn't do anything else yet but put up a little bit of light, a hunting shelter. So I was able to skip the nights and save up there. And, well, the wall. So altogether, we are really at the verge of making a base. So we're gonna see how it looks right now, and then spend thoughts a little bit to see what's gonna come out of it. I mean, my first idea was a tower, but right now I'm thinking more hardcore fortress. But I'll get to that when we're up there in safety. I definitely am going to have to build some stairs up and a climbing rope maybe to be up quicker. But altogether right now, the way up there is just quite wide a ways. So we're going to have to work on that in the long term. Just to be sure. I really love picking this one out because if I have to encounter something or somebody, I would preferably do that with them at a minimum of being hostile if I can. That is said for sure. That was a rabbit. That was just a rabbit. I love the sunrise in this game. It's just so pretty. The light breaks through the trees. It's just so pretty. So let's head home. Well, that's going to be our new home as soon as we build a few more necessities, and then we're going to blow that thing down there either up or we're going to just tear it down with the modern axe. Whatever is more fun in that moment. As you can see, I chopped down some trees here, but I wanted to clear some of the stumps because they can jump your walls. If the trees are close enough, they will. So like you can see I pulled it up front a little bit towards the lake, the little pond we passed, because I figured that would be a nice natural form of defense because cannibals try to avoid water. And then we go in. And here we have our little hunting shelter, my log sled, some skull lights just to see the gates properly. And altogether we have one thick secure wall, a defensive wall, and I pulled up some rock walls right in front of it just to make sure. We have 2 gates because I thought it would be a good idea to have more than one, especially with the pond in the middle. Here, some sturdy rock walls. That was a few hundred rocks, but it will withstand some things, and rock walls this size cannot be climbed by cannibals. That is very, very basic, very, very helpful knowledge to have. So that's what we have so far. One merely very lonesome log in the log sled. And we have quite enough space to work with. And down here we also still have our little cliff side. I want to build stairs, a stairwell down here, so we can enter the beach and maybe put a little harbor down there with a boat for getting around the island nicely. I'm also going to cover this cliffside. I'm going to block it with a rock wall so nothing can jump my back while I'm working down there. And they can only come from front, and we'll probably have enough action as that is, because I'm going to try to chop down trees on that side of the forest and build a crane to get them up here. But that is a very high active area in the nighttime. So luckily they don't have far passage, because here is also water. There are worse places to start this game off, I would figure. But I don't want to draw too much attention, so I'm not going to like put a bonfire over here or something. Some small lanterns and lights, yes. And a way to get up and down here, yes. And we'll see how bad it's really going to get. But we need the basics. Before we do anything else, we need some basics. I'm going to set up some traps in front of the walls. I want to have 1 or 2 towers so I can look over the wall in meanings and matters of protection. You know, like you climb up and then use this baby to defend it, or throw Molotovs or explosives at the enemies. Altogether, a very useful thing to have. And so on and so forth. And I want to have a storage unit. I want to have water collectors and meat racks so we can get the food going, the upkeep, that we don't have to starve, we don't have to go thirsty. And also I would like to have a garden, and that's, even though this place is not the straightest, we do have some straight areas over here where a garden probably would look quite nice. But that's all together, so the plans and thoughts I have on the top of my head right now, or off the top of my head right now. So far we have this itty bitty hunting shelter, what is really nothing. And we have some trees inside. I really like that part because I don't have to chop those down. They can respawn and regrow every now and then, and help to keep a certain amount of wood just in base, what I personally really think is not that bad of an idea. Or we can work with it, like put up a tree house if I would like think about that, for example. And as a way to get up here decent, well, not get up here because I don't think I could put a rope all the way down to there. But those are things I'm just thinking about right now, like getting a platform over here, for example, so I can attach rope to it, as a climbing rope to it, so I can just get up and down that corner really quick without having to passing the complete cliffside, especially knowing it's going to take quite a while for me to put up some stairs. They're going to be long stairs. They're going to be expensive stairs. So altogether, I would also have to make this baby quite big, probably, because it's going to have to hang over the cliff so I can climb it from down there. That is something I do not want to, forget about. Those management problems as such. So looks pretty dead so far. I won't mind that at all. Looks pretty peaceful and quiet right now. I don't trust the whole deal, but I love the view. If I build myself my own house, I'm probably going to put it right over here, because it's farthest away from the walls, and it's just such a beautiful view. There to the plans we have with this base so far. I would say we need the upkeep and we need the defensive precautions. So we're going to try to see what we can do here, like a platform. Here beside the entrance, probably not a bad idea. A nice platform. It's probably going to cost some logs, because they tend to do. But I would like to have it, the whole thing is crooked and everything. I would like to have it halfway straight. 12 logs. That is definitely doable. Altogether. So what I'm thinking about is building a bit, and I don't want to do all the farming on screen, mainly as less as I can, or rather as little as I can, because it's just not that interesting watching somebody chop down trees for hours or collecting rocks for hours, running in circles, just picking them up as you go. And you can only carry 10. That is not very many, as you can count. It's really not that many. If you have to put like 200 rocks and you're just doing nothing else but running in the circle for 30 minutes, picking them up and stacking them back. So altogether, there's nothing interesting to watch on that point. That's why I tend to do that stuff off screen and would rather like venture out, explore a bit, look for good spots for maybe a outside outpost, outside base, something like a hunting shelter or maybe even a tree house. I'm not quite sure. I would love to leave it up to you guys to tell me what you would like to see, what you would enjoy. But altogether, I guess I'll just have to go with the flow for the moment now. And right now, my flow says, without any further ado, I'll just focus on this base for the moment. There's probably going to be enough work ahead as this. We're going to need traps. We're going to need buildings. A bed. Well, at least I've seen rabbits up here so far, so they won't be the worst problem. There are some spots in this game where you can look for rabbits until you turn green. You won't find any. Even though they're there, you just don't tend to see them or can't lay a finger on them. So there are definitely, for rabbits at the moment, worse places to be. So now we're going to chop down this one. I have a rope on me that could be enough to be able to climb up there and have a look. But right now, I guess we need to recover some energy for the moment. So we'll just take a deep breath and look at the view a bit. I'm happy when I can chop that thing down because then that will just be gone. And it will look pretty down there. Maybe I'll chop down there too and put something up so I can collect wood down there also. Yeah, I could put a stairwell over here just as much. But I would have to somehow try to fend it off. It wouldn't even be the biggest stairwell because this is pretty low. I would just have to try to make sure that I put some traps down there as well, not that something runs up it. That would be, I wouldn't like that. Sitting around, chilling in your base, maybe grilling something on an open fire, and then suddenly you hear, and some armsy jumps up your stairwell. I don't know if they do that, but I wouldn't want to, risk it, try it out. Because even though I right now would be prepared enough to kill one, I really am not hot on seeing one. So, put you in the log sled. Give me a climbing rope, Where is the climbing rope? Voila. We have us a little bitty looking around tower. I love this place. Actually, this is a pretty good spot for hunting. I mean, look at all the deer just standing there, waiting for me to throw something in their face. We got plenty of sticks. The tree line is far enough away, and I chopped down a few farther up front. But I made sure to kill the stumps so they can't regrow. So nothing should be able to just jump over my fence, my protection line here. I can just lace the whole area with traps of all kinds of sorts. I personally am looking forward to that because I do find that a nice idea. So some food. I took enough with me, so we could spend a few days here if I would have to. So, but that was this one. I do want to set up one over there too. Here I can look and I can see most of the stuff. I would need another one over there, at least one for the moment, and one over on the cliff side so I can get down to the beach and get my fingers on some turtle shells so we can put up some water collectors. That would be quite nice and quite neat to do and to have. So altogether, I'm going to put another blueprint up for here, because I would like to have them besides the gates. Right now, I don't know if I have good height. Well, this one is at 1.5, basically. This is like some kind of version to measure the height of the landscape, I guess. So altogether, I think it measures from a tight angle under, that it's not like here it's that high and there it's that high. I think it's just the height it can have. But I have to admit, I'm not quite sure. So we're going to turn it, try to get this one just as nice and neat as I did the other one, but I would like it this way exactly. So, okay, I I guess that's okay. A little higher, a little higher. So this one's 12 logs as well, so I didn't miscalculate on that matter. I did. I want to look over this. I just thought I heard something, and that makes me quite a bit nervous. I want to make sure you know where you're going, and if there's something out there that's trying to get you. But I don't see anything. Well, you never know. You know, it can also always just be some kind of animal sometimes, or something of the sort, just trying to, hopping around, making a living. So, and then I can go cruise back in. Because I don't want to risk it. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a little fraidy cat. And I would prefer to not be attacked by anything right now. So we'll get one more, and we'll go cannibalistic. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And get us a rope, and put a climbing rope on this one as well. There we got it. There we have it. And now we can also do this. Beautiful. We can do this on both sides. That gives me a nice and good feeling compared to before. And here we got the security of the rock wall and the defensive walls going all the way over here. I doubt that something's gonna hop over this cliff side. I really doubt that. So I would be rather surprised if it would happen. Good morning. Welcome back to another beautiful morning in the forest. To another beautiful sunrise. We're alive. Yay, we live. We live, and the tree grew back. 2 of them did. Awesome. So now we built those platforms. Now we can work on a platform over here. Even though here I'm rather thinking gazebo, because actually it would be pretty cool. But I don't know how far. Well, now the problem with the gazebo is it's only open in one spot. I don't know if you. I have to try that. So let's see. Can I just put? No. Normally, in some of the structures, if you build them, you can take one single item off of it. But the gazebo is just one complete construct. So as soon as you delete it, you delete the whole thing. Makes sense. And it's also only finished when you built the whole thing. So we're gonna have to go with a platform. Well, it's okay. I don't really mind that. It's just that I would have preferred it different. Because, let's be honest, it would have been nice. I'm probably going to need way more than 1 rope for this. So I'm what am I going to do? How much do I need? 10? Does that work? I don't know if that's going to work. It's pretty up. I have to see that. This is a little bit tricky. I feel this is a little tiny bit tricky. 12. Maybe this will work. This could work. This looks like it could maybe work. Okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I'm sorry if I turn out to be quieter sometimes. It's just I'm moving my head around and the microphone is not following. Because why should it? I'm really surprised. Maybe I'm going to have to hit the cave again or the cannibal camp to get my fingers on some stuff so I can, make rope or base. Whoa, no. Whoa. Okay. I still underestimate that curve. I really do. Damn. Ooh. Okay. But it went okay, so nope, nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. So, building my platforms to secure stuff. So, okay, now we have to see what a climbing rope will cost me. Because, that's like expensive stuff. So, I can put it here. And it wants 1? Seriously? Or do I like have to attach further? This is something I'm really curious about. Where does it go to? How deep does it go? That's where it ends, okay. That is not what I intended. Can I put another one up there? So what I learned today was a stupid idea. Yeah, here, the moment I see tree stumps, I feel comfort. I'm gonna really have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. It's tricky, but that's okay. So, that platform is useless. It was just a waste of materials. That platform is just a useless waste of time and resources. So, I guess I'm gonna have to see what we're gonna do over there. So right now I just want my stamina to recover a bit. Because yeah, this was just a pain in the... I don't know if I could attach another one. I'm gonna have to... I don't want to know... Should I risk it? Should I try it? I am curious if I can change the length on that. See how deep it goes now. I don't know. Ah! No! Why did I didn't want to drop down here again. Damn it. That wasn't the plan. So I put a... But I can check if I can put another one on there now while I'm down here anyway. See if it goes that far. Whoa. Okay, we have an encounter. Three. Stupid lady, come on. That's why we wear armor. This is why we wear protection. Damn it. Oh, he's coming back. Not sure if he is. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm shivering. I hate this so much. This part is something I truly don't enjoy of this game. I'm just shivering and shaking. Just really nervous right now. I want to burn it. I want to burn you guys so I can take a bone and some skulls. Man, I'm not near as ready for this yet. I'll chug down some energy mix to keep going. So I'm not staying down here. They know where I am. at least they saw me on the beach, so they're going to start investigating like crazy to find out where I am. So memo, very personal, very important memo. Do not skin a lizard close to the cliff if that's what happens right now. So, okay. I wanted to wash off, exactly. I wanted to wash off because I don't want to be infected. This infection is not good. It's not good at all. So we're going to wash off. So, well, the rain would have helped you anyway, so whatever, how we're feeling, we did not get infected. That is very good. Very, very, very good. So, altogether, I would say, yes, that was surprisingly, I'm still surprised that that patrol ran into me. 4 people. I'm still a little bit startled because of that. But altogether, we're going to stay here. We're not going to back it down. We're not going to run away. Well, I am going to run away a couple of times, to be honest. But altogether, we're going to somehow make this place work. Now I didn't even grab a turtle shell while I was down there. Damn it. Well, next time. We're going to work on the stairs. We're going to need some. Oh, now I got the regular, strong but slower. So far, that's the only, and the pails, exactly the pails that are in the caves. The small pails, the skinny pails, basically. So, but altogether, I guess this is going to be a spot where we're going to encounter them more often. I could imagine that they passed that place a little bit more than I would like to see. So altogether, we got so far that we put up 2 defensive watchtowers, well, at least the basic 4 watchtowers, and maybe a walkway. We put up, well, the saving point was here already. We fought, we didn't do that much. We talked about the base, we went out and we conquered, and we fell down twice. That's why we had to conquer at all. So altogether, we had a fight, we won. We were victorious and heroic. Well, rather, more victorious than heroic. And to be honest, we weren't very heroic. No matter, doesn't matter. So altogether, yeah. The sun is setting, and I guess we're getting close to the end now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more of the forest, just click that like button. Subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Answer my questions if you please. I really would like to hear what you would do with a base like this or what you would like to see built. So all together, hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Tess signing off, saying toodles.